PLT Public Radio 69.9 on the FM dial. I'm your host on this lazy afternoon, Mr. C.
Hey all, Dave here. Welcome to TrolleyDave's Film Corner, where I mostly focus on horror films, but talk about whatever film and TV related topics take my fancy. In this series of videos, I'll be recommending hidden gems. You know the kind I'm talking about. You're flipping through a streaming service and come across a film that looks kinda dodgy, but you decide to go with it anyway because it looks like the best choice of a bad lot.
That'll do, donkey.
The expectation is to be mildly amused or to have something to make fun of, but you come away thoroughly entertained.
Oh, it's very good now. I enjoy that.
These are the kinds of films I'll be talking about in this series of videos. Pulp Modern, Die Laughing, a 2024 horror comedy anthology, is one of those films. We found it on Amazon Prime Video UK while looking for something to watch in bed. It was one that we almost skipped based on Prime Video's choice of synopsis, cover art, and still. Even the trailer didn't really do it justice. After watching the trailer, we thought it looked like it might have one good short included in it.
I'd bring in the washing. Someone's been stealing underwear and I'm damned if they're going to get mine.
So we kept searching, eventually going back to it because it seemed the best choice without searching for another half an hour. It turned out to be a great choice in the end. Like I mentioned, it's a 2024 horror comedy anthology made up of 5 different shorts from different directors, all joined together with a wraparound story. You know the kind of film already if you're familiar with something like the Scare Package films or even something like the VHS series of films. Though with it being clearly in the horror comedy genre and not found footage, it's more like Scare Package than VHS. The wraparound story involves a radio DJ working his shift, giving his audience music and the macabre to keep them entertained. The different tales he spins make up the shorts, and this is one of those rare anthology films where all of the shorts are good.
I don't believe you.
Sure, there are some that are better than others, but all of them are entertaining. The first story, Overkill, is a 2019 short written by Alex and Jason Montilla, and directed by Alex. It stars Amy Letcher as the final girl and Will Coffin as the killer. This one is very reminiscent of films like The Final Girls or You Might Be the Killer. It's a simple tale of a wisecracking final girl fending off a masked killer. You know the score. There is lots of good humor and good violence and gore in this one. It was a great pick to open the shorts with, as it draws you in and lets you know the kind of ride you're in for.
Why won't you die? Oh, that was shocking.
Next up, we have Mirrored, a 2015 short written by Nicole Bird and directed by Ryan Shovey. Mirrored is about a guy who just wants to spend the afternoon doing some online gaming with his friends. Unfortunately, though, that's kinda hindered by the delivery and installation of the wrong mirror.
That is not how a mirror works. Like, at all.
He ordered a regular old bathroom mirror, but finds himself the recipient of a very supernatural mirror. I'm sure we can all relate to that. I won't say much more than this, as I don't really want to spoil the short. It's a fun and enjoyable one.
Gus, this is Windows and Mirrors.
Hi, this is Dylan. You installed a mirror earlier, and I don't think it's working right.
But in my opinion, the weakest of the 5. That's not to say it's bad, or even that it's weak in particular, just that compared to the others in the anthology, it kinda ranks the lowest. There's a slight shift in tone for Rest Stop, the 3rd short in the anthology, based off of a 2003 Stephen King short story that can be found in his book Just After Sunset. It's about an author on his way back from a monthly get-together with other authors. Written and directed by Cameron Schwartz, this one has a slightly darker tone to the others in the anthology.
Yeah, but I was just informed not an hour ago, so I didn't have time to go through the proper channels. So.
It's more black comedy with a slightly serious tone. It stars Randy Havens, who you might recognize, and he stars as the author John Dykstra. Making a quick stop on the way back home from his meeting, Dykstra encounters a boyfriend abusing their girlfriend in the rest stop. Adopting the persona of his pen name, Rick Harden, he releases some pent-up frustration on the boyfriend, which is all I'll say for this one, as I don't really want to spoil anything.
Which is why,
Excuse me, Mr. Dykstra. Mr. Dykstra. Mr. Dykstra.
Oh, Jonathan. Hey, your ears must have been burning.
We're back to straightforward comedy next with Cocky, a short film about a very special cockatoo. Cocky is a cockatoo with a fine grasp on the English language.
You're talking like actual person. Got a problem with that? You featherless fuck.
Mostly because he is a demon in the guise of a cockatoo.
Does it say anything else?
You're full of shit. And fuck you.
This is a tale of intrigue and murder, with Cocky spinning tales designed to turn everyone in the household against each other in the most vicious of ways.
Do I do? Well, if you're the type of guy who takes advice from a bird, then I would say you'd have to kill her.
It's fast, funny, dark, and almost Shakespearean in its intrigue, really. Of all the shorts, this one is my favorite. The clips from Cocky that were included in the trailer were what made us put Pulp Modern on in the end, as it looked absolutely hilarious, and it didn't disappoint. The final short in the collection, Sloppy Seconds, is a 2024 short directed by Ryan Shovey and written by Shovey, along with Tracy King. Sloppy Seconds is about a wife played by King who finds her husband, played by Clayton Burry, attempting to skip out on their date night because of work.
No.
Honey, I'm sorry. I just got the call. They need me at the office.
I need you.
The wife convinces the husband to at least stay to try the very special dinner that she has prepared for him.
Oh, yeah.
I understand you can't stay, but I did just spend the entire day making this amazing meal. Least you can do is have a quick bite before you head out.
I don't know if I have the time to sit
You do.
and...
It's all ready. I just have to grab it out of the oven.
And that's about all I'll say here, as too much more would give too much up. This is a dark and gory short though, and another one I really enjoyed. So before wrapping up, I'll just mention the wraparound story. This one is kinda made just to serve its purpose and to bring the shorts together, and it does that job very well. It's written by Alexander Sikak, who also stars as Mr. C, the radio DJ I mentioned earlier. There is a story in there though, and one that plays out slowly and ends with a bit of a twist. As I say, it does the job, and it does it well, and it brings everything together in a very enjoyable way. Emma and I had a really good time with this one. It could be the case that we simply weren't expecting very much from it, and that made it seem even better, but I think even if we were expecting it to be good, we wouldn't have been disappointed by it. All the stories were excellent and a lot of fun, with each of them being acted really well and with great direction and writing. I mentioned that Mirrored was the weakest of the 5, but even that was really good and really fun. I've seen worse segments in much bigger anthology collections. This one is up there with Scare Package or even Trick or Treat, and is unlikely to get the kind of publicity those will get, which is why I wanted to draw people's attention to it, really. Pulp Modern Die Laughing currently sits at a score of 8.8 on IMDb with 46 votes, and I'm not sure I would score it quite that high, but it's certainly a solid 8.5 maybe, in my opinion. We had a great time with it, and we'll probably watch it again at some point in the future. It has some rewatch value just for Overkill and Cocky alone, which are my 2 favorite shorts from the collection, with Sloppy Seconds in 3rd place. If you're a fan of horror comedy and films like Scare Package, go check it out. You're not going to regret it. I would put a link to it in the description, but unfortunately my channel isn't big enough to allow me to put links in there. So if you want to help me out with that, then I would most certainly appreciate a like, share, and subscribe, etc., etc. Expect to see more in this Hidden Gem series as I come across them during my late night surfing of Prime and Shudder. And expect to see more content like reviews and lists and the usual stuff. There's already a couple of videos on the channel at the moment if you want to go check them out. So until next time, I hope life treats you well. Take care. See you soon. Bye.